Hello. Hi. Welcome. Whew. So it took a while. um. Hi. Welcome. Sorry it took a while. I just tried to learn how to use YouTube. I tried to do the ban feature, but for some reason it didn't ban. It just said, "Oh, do you want to hide this person?" And it's like, hide. Why would I want to? I want to block. I want to ban. For now. I'm like, oh no, sorry, you can't block ban anymore. It's like, well then, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Oh yeah. So real quick, I already finished the whole thing. So like, yeah, I mostly just be talking about it rather than like drawing. At least show you my layers and all that stuff, so that you know it's easier to like see what's going on or how I did it. And there are, let's just say I'm a messy bitch. So yes, there are a lot of like messy layers in here, and a lot of like pieces to like, what's the word? Just a lot of layers. Yes. Hold on. Hello. I'm gonna be talking a little weird for a bit because like my pill is dissolving in my mouth. My pill is dissolving in my mouth. Oh, and I just realized I didn't set up the mirror thing. Hold on. It's coming. She coming. I lost she coming. Okay. There we go. Okay, to the area. And then hopefully it turns on its own. There we go. Yes. So, real quick. Yeah. Just, I don't even know where to start because like I've never actually talked about my coloring process. Cause not gonna lie, this is actually really new. Like I tried something different and it seemed to work out fairly well. Cause like this is the end result. Where like everything's very much, you know, has a very like specific tone to it, kind of purpley. Whew. Remember the babyface knees? Yes, babyface knees. Babyface knees is always a hack. Or like if you're lazy, you can always just take a picture of your own knees and just like splice them in. Cause that's what I did for. That's what you know I did for the hand is that I just took a picture of my hand, just edited over it. It's okay. It's okay to use the, pictures of yourself for like art. Cause it's like you're your own free model, or your family. And yes, it's embarrassing to like be like, oh, come here, I want you to pose for me. But like, it's not that embarrassing. Just be like, hey, could you sit this way, or could you hold your hand this way, or like do this or that, as long as it's not weird. Just going with details on the face. There are some details that are a little wonky, but like most people aren't gonna care or notice. So like, don't worry too much. Like this, the line here isn't like fully like on her face. It's like fully isn't fully rendered, but that's okay. Free the babies from the knees. Don't or don't. I'm not fussed. Yep. The babies will be trapped there forever because that's how we get our power. Is stealing putting babies inside our knees. But yes, this has many layers. So sorry. This is the texture layer. Where the texture is. Let's put it normal. So this is the texture. the dia textia. It was just floating around, so that's why everything looks so official, because I just overlay this texture. And to get all of it at once without getting like all of it, I overlaid just this part over this, and it's among all these other layers. So it's like, let me just delete a bunch of these. Oh, I'm beat. Let's go, let go. Oh hey, you should do that too. Yes, yes, yes. It's good. 62. That's less than what I use. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's because of what's the word? For me, the reason I have like that many layers is because, well, organizing this, and I didn't want to like touch or mess with anything too much, or I'd lose the layer and it'd look a little wonky. I'd have to try finding it. But like most of them are also because of the just in case layer. There's like a bunch of items for just in case, plus this, and this for the color palette. I promise I'm not sick. It's just a little food phlegm. How big is your storage? Luckily, this tablet is pretty large, so the storage overall is actually pretty big. It's enough that when I do it, it runs smoothly, even if it has a lot of layers now. So, pretty good. Like in terms of like general storage, like if I want to download things, it's actually not that much. So I have to keep deleting photos and all that stuff. And basically, I'm using the app as a storage because I just have so many pictures and references. iPad Pro Mini could never. Yeah, I feel, yeah. Using the other tablet, you saw the other streams where I was like drawing. It was like, oh my god, it would stop every 2 seconds. If I had like more than like 3 layers. What size slash version do you use? It's not a secret. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off because like I still haven't paid for this app either. And it like showed ads. So the last time when I accidentally doxed myself, the reason why is because there's an ad on the top that like was like, oh, there's a clinic here for this, and it's like, and when I was doing stuff, my pinky pressed it, so it didn't like dox me. I mean, it doxed my city, but it didn't dox me. It just picked a clinic in my city that was like, oh, you live around this area, so like here's a clinic somewhere in the city you can possibly drive to. So like I have to like turn it off and for when I move around because the ads move. So let me just where are you, Layer? Where are you? We'll record. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at the size. And I dropped my pen because I'm a little I'm a messy biscuit. I can't stop calling myself a bitch because that's mean. That's mean to myself. The size is 3011 pixels by 3776 pixels. But like to round it out, you can just make it 3000 and 3700. But it's only that big because of the what's it called? The cape thingy that she has. Otherwise, I'd probably make it a little smaller. I'm gonna turn it back on. My tablet would be on fire. Yes. Actually, this tablet has gotten warm sometimes, but that's only because, like... Actually, I don't know what happened. It was, like, getting really hot. And I was like, why is this getting warm? I'm not doing anything different. And I guess because, like, I had headphones in. For some reason, it's not good with headphones. My storage is 200-something gigabytes. I am not good with technology. All I know is that it tells me, oh, you're running out of storage. Remove shit. And I'm like, okay. I'm removing shit. Okay, calm down. But yes. Now that I actually talk about the coloring, I'll do it on the skin and just the base stuff, because like that, like the flap things are pretty much the same. I just want to shout this out that this is something I did. This is new. I did something new with this, so it's not always this process. And also like the process of coloring always depends on like what's there. Mine's 32 gigabytes. Damn. You can barely hold a potato on that. I'm joking. I'm just trying to be silly. It's okay. I've suffered that way too. Just delete what you can. Like I know that it's important. Like put it in like a Google, like your stuff in Google Drive. and then delete it on your tablet. You know, always put things that you want to keep in like some storage away from your tablet so that your tablet isn't constantly holding it. And my phone isn't looking at me, so my freaking face is doing a weird. So like, yes, delete what you can. Even references, you don't gotta keep references. Only things you know for a fact you're gonna reuse over and over again are things you should keep. But other than that, you can delete, put them in storage and then delete them on your tablet or just general drawing device. I actually did drawings on my phone for a while. It was actually kind of fun. Anyway, yes. No one, me when storage goes crazy full. Bye for now. Back in a second. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Sometimes you just gotta go through it, you know. Just stop for a second. Just stop. Okay, sorry. Drawing. I keep getting distracted. Okay. So these are like extra layers right there for. I'm gonna put it to the side, tiny. These are just extra layers for like hair shine, overall like detail highlight, and under highlight for like gradient. See, this is gradient highlight. And then extra shadows for details, because you don't always have to put your more detailed shadows on the piece. You can always put that last. You just gotta cut around it. Like here, the hand shadow. I just made it a different layer. Same with this and the eye detailing or shadows. Yes. Hello. Welcome. I'm trying to do a streamer hello.
Hi, welcome to the stream. You have been welcomed to Goblin Gang.
No, I'm joking. We're not Goblin Gang. That's someone else's tag. But yes, you can always set this last. Also, you can set multiple things. Like I have blush here as well, and like some like lip rouge. Also, don't mind. Also, a way to make lips look extra juicy is to put just little gloss bits on them. And they'll look not perfect. So these layers are overlay for the highlight gradients. A white, like a creamy-ish overlay. Like this one was like a creamy, pinkish, orangish red, like that. And so it doesn't make it all washed out. Thanks for welcoming me.
Yes, I'm always glad to welcome everybody.
But yeah, so it's not always all washed out. Always choose a overlay color and or an add over layer that's like a orangish or just some kind of, just not straight up white. That's what my mistake is, that I always tried. I tried to put white for the longest time and didn't look good. Well, in DR, and this applies to everything else. Use it like an off white, an off yellow, an off purple, an off red, an off something that isn't straight up white. Now this layer is a add, which I put because like add layers are like really intense, so you have to put that down really low, like halfway. Like see, it's only halfway and it's like super bright already. What this does is see how the center is like very bright, but then the ends are like pinkish. Well, that's what an add-on does. It just basically adds that color and continues with that color rather than making it one giant lighter color like an overlay does. So that's why you always use an add-on. And as you can see, it's like at 30% right now. This is what it will look like if it was 100. And as you can see, it's like very intense. She looks like she's made of chrome. So yeah, you want it very low. And when you're using the brush, always put the opacity super low as well. Because even with that, it's like, see, it's only at 30% yet. And this is also only at 30%. Yet it's super intense already. So you always want to, put it super low.
You always want to put it super low. You don't want it too high. You don't want to hide in a kite.
Well, man, I have my YouTube thing open and I don't like seeing how many people are viewing my stream. It makes me nervous. It makes me a little. But yes. Where the frick is it? Okay. And yes, those are the extra things, the highlight, I don't have a specific order. Of course, usually like this, and that, or like shadow, gradient, and all that stuff first, and then highlights last. But like, you know, you could do whatever you want, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Does anyone have advice for this scenario? You've drawn a good art that is for a downward sprite, but feel discouraged to draw it. Well, there's this trick I do, because, like, to make it as accurate as possible. Oh! Thank you for subscribing. Danganronpa sleep deprived. Yeah, me too. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Yeah. There's this trick I do. Okay, I'm gonna try with my tablet again. I'll be back. This is not related. Kind of related. I'm working on a VTube model design. Not for kind of for myself. It's like in case I want to rebrand, because like I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to try a rebrand just to see, or not a rebrand, but like a design I like. But anyway, let me go in. Hopefully YouTube doesn't kill me. As you can see, it's a it was a pencil sketch. Basically, my advice is that as you go over it, you like basically cut away at it, because like as you can see, the legs are still very much pencil, but like with my pen, you can see there's like some line art to like fill it in. And same with the hair and all that stuff. You always want to basically just cut away at it if you're not feeling like drawing over it straight up, and you want to extract it by basically going. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's a different. That's a different thing. Extract line art and just, you know, mess around with that, and then also overlay some white so that you can get all of it out and just keep the line art. You can also go in like specific parts, like overlay with like I usually use a gradient when I want to cut out something, but like, yeah, like an overlay or an add. Oh, go back. There we go. And yeah, just be careful, because like sometimes it will like erase the line art. But yeah, stuff like that, you know, just so you can get the line art out, and then when it's done, you can slowly cut it out completely, or just line it as well as you can, because there's not really a full-on fix for this, because it's usually depending on your motivation rather than like any specific trick to make it easier. Did it very helpful? Oh, I'm glad it's helpful. Also, the model is going to be based on like Sandman, or at least Sandwoman, like Mr. Sandman, bring me good dreams. Where was I? Oh, turn this back on. Okay. Now we move on to the other layers. I usually separate the hair from the body, because I don't like coloring this part under the shadow and all that stuff. So I just like to take the shadow from the hair and just push it down. Here was one of the extra lines, but like, you know, you can do that for anything if you notice that the line is a little wonky. I love Sandman from the Best. I love Sandman too. I love that movie. It was good. But like my Sandwoman is gonna be a little extra. She's basically like, her whole thing is like, I know it's the show. Wait, there's a show of it? There's a show of Rise of the Guardians? How did I not know about this? Man, I am no true fan. Look, remember that era when people were like shipping Jack with Elsa? Those were the days. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out after this, because like I have to watch that. I have to watch it. I have to watch it. Where was I? Okay, yeah. Let's ignore the hair. Bold. Oh, let's turn off the other layers, because we're focusing on the highlight. As you can see, it still looks pretty Danganronpa-y, even without like all the extra highlight. Though there is like some extra highlight outside of it, so like, yeah. But yes. So this is how it looks without all the extra bits. Oh, let me just, how do I, yeah. Ah, go back. Some of these things are not on this layer, so that's why you can still see some color like in the gloves because it's on a completely different layer. It's cursed. What is cursed? What is cursed? Oh wait, no, where's the Guardian show as far as... Oh, I was about to be like, what? Really? That's cool. You tricked me. You tricked me into believing something that wasn't true. You tricked me. No. Yeah. A character that puts people to sleep, have great dreams. Yeah. And like Sandman, also the reason why he's called Sandman is because when you go to sleep and you know you wake up with that sleep in your eye, that like crusty stuff, that's supposed to be the sand. They pour some sand on your face, and it's like, ooh, sleepy, good dreams. But yeah. Elsa X Jack, yeah, that was everywhere on my thing. Like I didn't even like that. Like I didn't even look that up. It was just everywhere on Instagram, and I couldn't escape it. No one could. Like preteens and all that stuff. Need a salmon in my life. Don't remind me of that. Yes, all the cringy edits, all the delicious Elsa and Jack kissing, making a little kiss, little smoochy smooch, little lewd smooching. Oh, sorry. I was a little too intense. My papers fell over. Reminds me of the Twilight. Oh, I remember it was the Twilight era. It was that weird era where people were like taking normal and good shows and movies and just like editing with other things. Like it was the era of like crossovers for some reason. Has anyone heard of the new game Cult of the Lamb? No, no. I have heard of the game. I haven't played it. I want to. I may play it sometime, but like as you can tell, I'm not very good with games, especially like commenting on games. Surprisingly, so like, yeah. Also, yes. I heard it was a good game, like a cute but messed up game. Like I saw some works about it. Have you heard of the game Stray, where you... Yay! Who hasn't heard of Stray? Oh my god, that's a good game. I love the game. I mean, a lot of games I watch rather than play, and I had a good time watching it. What is right, and why is it on land? Yeah, it should be in the ocean. Actually, I'm not sure. I was actually just trying to play along. I don't know what Ryland is either. Why are you on land? I'm just imagining just a person named Rye, just like, help me, I'm drowning. And everyone's just like, why are you not on the beach? Just like ask him why, just not saving him though. That's my name. Well, we're gonna call you Rye now. You're Rye now, and you have to stay on land. Your name's now Rye. I've descended into one of the hells, floating very... I've descended into one of the hells, floating fury clouds. I am not sure what that is, but it sounds horrific. Yes, you are that special. You deserve your own little area in hell. That sounds bad. That sounds like it wasn't... That didn't sound good. I mean it in a good way. Time to suffocate due to lack of air. Yep. You know, sometimes you just gotta do that. Just... Yummy. Yummy. Okay, well, colors. We need to get back to colors. Okay, so there's like, as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers. 7 layers. Okay, so I'll explain each one individually, and then I explain it differently. Oh my gee, today I broke a cup. Well, eat it. Just eat the glass. That's what I do. You just gotta eat the glass. It helps everything. You know? I'm joking. I hope you're okay. Because I know sometimes, you know, glass can, like, really cut into you. I nudge it slightly and pinky by accident. No bleeding. Get a band-aid or you'll bleed out by the pinky. What did the cup do to you? Oh. I love that. Just like, boom, boom. It was strong until the very last one. It was holding in there, but it couldn't anymore. It said, nope, I'm out. Goodbye. See you. See you later. But yeah, this layer right here, it's like an underlayer. This is what it does. It's like, how do I say it? It like shows the opposite of the color as it gets to the lighter bits, and then the other opposite of the color as it gets to the darker bits, and it helps. Oh, where do I have to go now? Oh no, okay, goodbye. See ya. Rewatch your stream later. Okay. They should put me on like 50 speed because like we're gonna be like talking about random stuff in the process. So like just zoom past. Bye. I see you. But yeah, this layer called difference. There's no set specific look, but usually you want to go for like a blue undertone with a brighter orange overtone. Like I said, it gives it that like bluish tint to it. Like, it's very subtle, but it gives it that little bluish tint, so that when you put a thing like this over it, it does that bluishness that most DR has, where there's like blue undertones in some areas, or like green or another cool color. I can confirm kept lifespan is 3 bounces. Then it's gone, yeah. Heat woven kind of aesthetic right there. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, let me show you. Let me just put it actually on 100 again. Yeah. Let me change the color. See, when it's white, you know, it shows the darker areas as white and the lighter areas as black. So it does the same with every color, where it shows the main color is the darkest bit, and the opposite of that color is on the other bit. So yes, I chose this color because, you know, blue undertones. You always just gotta mess with stuff. Oh, let me just backspace so we can go to the right amount. And again, very low opacity because it's very strong. Vaporwave, get ready for heat wave. Yeah, vaporwave. More like vaporized. I'm sorry, I'm not funny. I can't be funny. But yeah, and then just the normal multiply layer of the original color, of like the main color that's like been right here. But like, of course, medium opacity because like, I don't know, because of like other reasons. These are just extra detailings I added later. And now the skin, the flesh, the undertones, the bits that are like purpley. You just again, this is also something you just have to mess with. Where I used that color burn. Pardon me. And this is why I made it white, because it gets the undertones better when it's white, and then later on when you want to put color over it, then it does, you know, it's better to do that. So yes, this is how it looks. It still looks white, as you can tell, but it looks as though I like shaded it with these colors, but I did it. So yeah. And so that's when the multiply comes in, another multiply layer, which you want to have on a different layer, because, you know, sometimes you want to mess with just the color of the dress versus the color of like the skin and all that stuff. So it's good to separate things for like skin, hair, and all that stuff at each individual piece, so that it all looks the way you want it to. And you can mess with colors instead of having to draw over it, or like having to cut it out or do something like that. So yes, then just a normal multiply layer over it with just the skin tone. Though with this, what I did with the burn is some areas you could tell are a little different shades. That's because I went in with a different color, like a slightly different color, like a red or a purple for like some blushy kind of undertones. And like here you can see there's a little bit of more red compared to like purpley, because I went in with an airbrush and just kind of swooped slightly, very lightly over some areas that usually have like a little bit of pink or a different shade of color. I love colors. I love the colors. I know, I love this one. They're very like sweet, like almost like taffy. I think that's a very good contrast in terms of what her talent is, which is, you know, a mortician. So like, a very sweet and delicate person having to work with dead bodies, it's just a very nice contrast. And also, it makes sense, especially if you want to be calming and like very delightful, like basically calm everyone who's coming in to like work on this shit. And like, I'll probably wear something nice and soft. But yes, yeah, then add multiply. You can mess with how intense that is. And now, what was this? Oh, it's just another multiply because I felt the skin was a little too light. I thought so like I just added another one because I didn't want to just make it darker, and I wanted the exact same color, so I just doubled it. And then this one, where did I put this one? I'm gonna go all the way out. Where the frick does this go? 1 minute. Select. I can't remember what I did here. What was this? I'm gonna try out of it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna charge normal real quick. Oh, that's why. It's because it added like this really interesting undertone to it. Oh. Okay, this is I use a darken layer for this. Okay. It basically acts like a highlight, but like instead of like taking out a white or anything, it gives it like a weird like bluish undertone. Define black. No, I did this. With a smile on my face. Whoa. Oh, sorry. Define a person. Yes, looks pretty cool. Yes. But yeah, because it adds that like bluish. Like as you can see, it's like not quite like. How to say this? Like it's like almost like a mix of yellow, blue, and all that stuff. Because remember, skin has multiple kinds of undertones. So like this is good to add because like it keeps them like those undertones. Like now I see it. Now that I know what I'm looking for. Like see, it gives it like almost like a pasty look, but without like taking away too much color, and also adding like a little like bit of like rimming in a way, a little yellow rimming, a little bit of bluish outlines. With that, it's how you may not really notice. And of course the shadow from the hair that I just took and just changed to a different color, or the bangs. Again, gloves are on a completely different layer, so sorry. Why so white? Oh, I like how I said it right into the thing. I meant the glove because on my screen it's like super apparent. Oh, it's like super apparent that's there, but for some reason on the screen it's like white and there's nothing there. Like I can see the gloves outline, but like for some reason on the screen I can't. Anyway, hair. This is 2 areas for the flower, which I'm just gonna remove that. Don't mind any of the extra mistakes under there, they're not gonna be seen. The sudden audio change made me draw. Oh, I'm sorry, I got really close to the mic. I leaned forward. I jump scared you. I am that horrific I am Freddy Fazbear. I'm Freddy Fazbear. I'm trying to say Freddy's. I'm sorry. I'm a little much. But yeah, the hair is basically the same, but in this case, because I made it a little too dark, I overlaid some white so it wouldn't be as dark. See? Where's it add over? Yeah, I overlaid some white. Of course, what you can also do, remember this is an art program. You can do whatever the fuck you want. So like with certain things, sometimes they'll make everything a little too light, so you can always go in with like an eraser brush and all that stuff and like erase some bits around other bits so that other bits are darker than they should. They are darker while other bits are lighter without it looking like everything's been just put under like a light filter. You can always erase some of it. Always erase a little bit. And basically, the process is exactly the same as the skin, except of course not as detailed, like not as many undertones because hair doesn't have that many undertones. Like yeah, it does sometimes have some, but usually hair is just one big chunk of something, rather than like compared to our skin, which like has like blood and all stuff coursing through it. So when light hits it, it's not like any particular color. I mean, it changes slightly because it's like semi-hollow or it's really thin, but like overall, it's not crazy. How long did this whole thing take for you to do? Let's see, 1 minute. I think we'll say though, like the amount of time that I've taken to explain this is gonna be added on, so like it's probably not gonna be the most accurate. I have to exit out, so I'm gonna hide. But yeah, it's always good to do that. And I already explained how to highlight, so that's generally how you would just highlight all of it. You can always go for like a whole like highlight, or like highlight it as a whole, or highlight individual pieces. I would go for a whole, like the whole thing. I would go for a whole information. It doesn't say. 1 minute. I have to look at the time. Trying to think, how long is 76 hours? Again, this is because like sometimes I'll go in and just look at it or like mess with things very small and then leave it on. So like, I took way less than 76 hours, like a day or two. A day or two, realistically, like if I would put all the work into one go, a day or two. But but the reason why it's so high is because I'll like do it and then I'll put it to the side without exiting and do something else for like a day or two. So like the hours kind of add up. It's not that I just worked on it for 72 hours straight. It's just me putting it to the side while it's open. Just putting me to the side while it's open. So at most 2 to 3 days. Of like if I were to just straight up keep working on it and not stopping, 2 to 3 days. Not literally 70, 60 whatever hours. Whew. Imagine if that happened. A minute. But yeah, undertone. You can always go back and look at that. The skirt was a little hard to do because I had to do like multiple layers, as you saw, where I had to like cut out pieces. Oh, forgot to turn it on. Work queen. I will. I do. But yeah, like right here, where like as you can see, there's like right there. Oh, I like how I did that, and you can't even see where I'm pointing. I'm gonna get like a different layer for like pulling things out. But yeah, things like right there, where it's like I had to make a whole layer here, a whole different piece, and then change the opacity and put it under. So like if you want to make something like a little transparent, draw it the way it is, and then at the very end, take a little piece like this and render it out and put it under. Make sure it like lines up with this. Like see how the line kind of meets right here where this line is. Like that, and just smash it under. And also, it's okay to have little under bits. It doesn't have to be perfect. And even then, I think this is actually pretty accurate to what it would look like. And as for the under bit, do the same, but make sure it lines up. It looks a little light here, but that's because, it gives the illusion of, like, highlight. I've just blurred it out a little bit instead of it having to perfectly line up. And I did the same here and all that stuff. So, like, give it this nice little, like, little looky effect. Little looky. It feels weird to see it with, like, all the highlight there. There's like some, like, I didn't work too hard on the shoes. Shoes are little biscuits. You don't have to focus on those unless like the shoes are like a main part. Like if the characters like wear like super detailed sneakers. Hold on, I just realized I totally forgot to tell someone that like I'm streaming and I missed them. Oh, sorry. I'm just sitting here in silence. I totally forgot to update them. I was like, oh, I'll tell you when I'm streaming. Didn't tell him at all. I totally forgot. So he was just talking to nobody, and I feel really bad. But yeah, and also, Mars just, uh, uh, I'm sorry. But yeah, and also remember that you can always do things at the last second. Like these gloves were like a totally different thing. Like they're on a completely different layer. Again, like, and I also did the same with shadows. I didn't mean to leave him on red. Well, it's not leave him on red. It was like I read it and then I didn't read it, but I didn't fulfill my promise of telling him that I would be streaming, which was bad on my part. I did not mean to. But yeah. Also, there are like little bits you can do. Like in the DR, usually this area is like kind of reddish at times, depending on what style you want. It's a little red right here, like a little pink, but that's just because of the skin overlay things I did for this. Also, the mouth is like, you know, a case by case thing. But the noses are actually surprisingly rendered. It's just that you don't really notice because, you know, you don't really pay attention to the nose. You just see, oh, anime nose. And it's like, oh, yep, anime nose. Well, in reality, the noses are actually made like this. Make that a little thinner. Make a little thinner. But they're made like this, of course, is the main nose that you know of. But the highlight, as you can see right here, is made like this. With some of the shadow going like this. So the nose is one big piece. But it also acknowledges that there's, like, you know, other stuff here. Long nostrils, yes. Long nostrils. Though the nostrils would be like right here. Oh, but because it's Danganronpa, they don't really acknowledge nostrils. So like you don't have to worry about nostrils if you're doing DR. But like the nostril will be probably like right there. Or like right here. And it goes right here, and then see? There's always a structure to it. It may not have all the pieces that you can see, but there is a structure always to it. So, yes. That's why people are like, that's why people usually say, yeah, make sure just to do your anatomies, because anatomy is very important when doing DR, or like any like style. There's always some kind of structure to it. Even in the style, like when people draw, like, you know, some people will draw skeletons and bones of characters, is because there's always a structure to it. Even if it doesn't seem like it, there always is some kind of structure. There's nothing too crazy otherwise. Like, as you can tell, the lashes are very wispy. Like, I use a very, very, very thin brush, and just, like, put, like, 3 wisps to make one big one. The shadow is under this piece because I knew it was going to be a single piece. It wasn't going to be, like, anything new, so I just made it one big chunk. I'm trying to think of anything else. The opacity in the front is a little put down and also lighter than the back. Because, you know, again, one big chunk. The reason why I made the backlit list black is because of perspective and also because I'm lazy. It's a mixture of both. Because I've seen DR do it, I'm like, oh, I can do it. And yeah. So this is the drawing I referenced from. And then here's mine. There's no, like, better or whatever. It's just... let me change that. There's no better. It's just different styles for different situations. Because, like... Oh, a minute. Because, like, mine... It's more rendered because, you know, it's just a very intense rendering. I had made it because they paid a lot to get it really rendered. So it's very rendered, very detailed and all stuff. So don't ever feel bad if something isn't as rendered. And also, like... Because it's a body discovery announcement, it doesn't have to be, like, super detailed like this. So, like, if you ever... So that's kind of the difference between, like, a body discovery announcement versus an official splash art. Is that splash arts take time, and they've put, like, a lot of time to focus on little itty-bitty bits in terms of, like, the art itself. While, what's it called? Body discovery announcements are very much focused on the evidence rather than the overall like piece. So don't feel bad if you're drawing a discovery announcement, it's not super detailed. Are there any other drama artists you recommend? Yes, this one right here, Blue. Blue. I can't remember his username. Hold on. I'm gonna close this because I'm gonna go on my Twitter so I can look up their name and then go into their thing. Because they are they're very good at their style. They also have generally very interesting style overall. And they also are like cute, so you should always follow them. Okay. This is them. They're the one who did the By Discovery announcement. They do really cute art. Really cute art. And they are themselves very cute. They are very cute. So give them either a follow or like a message if you want to commission them. I believe their commission stuff is on. I don't know because they said they also are a VTuber as well. But I don't know how long it's been since they streamed, so like yeah. They haven't streamed for a bit. But fruity. Yeah, the meme, the little dog, the homophobic dog. Just like fruity. A bit fruity. A little bit fruity. Anyone else? Of course, Titan Twins. I know I ranted and raved about him in the best way for like 3 years. There should be more. There's a Skelvy. There's a person named Skelvy who's very good. 1 minute. I have to now look them up. Skelvy, Scarvy, Scalvy. They are also very good. You've definitely seen their art around the community. They're very good. See, they also do like very good like personal art as well. See, very good. Very good. Their prices are around the same as mine, so it's still like a bit expensive, but like I would really implore you to commission them because as you can tell, they do a lot of like. I'm more still like a body person, while they are very good at like atmosphere and like backgrounds and all that stuff. So like if you're looking for that, they're very, very good. Judging my spit. I don't know their pronouns, so I'm just gonna call them they. So just yeah. Use just the pen to fade brush. Yeah, I know, it's incredible. I did that for a while, but then I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm lazy. I'd rather not. Amazing. Though technically, all like the brush that they use is technically the brush that you should be using as well. Because that's basically because my brush is also a pen brush. It just has some settings to it that's slightly different. Yeah, just look at that work. Look at that. Look how beautiful it is. Look at it. No, but seriously, go give them a follow. Give them a look. Give them a gander. This should just be called Mara promotes a bunch of artists that she likes. Stream. Yeah, give them a follow. They are all very much amazing. So yeah, that's basically what I got for the color. And generally, a lot of the other stuff that I want that is like important to this is stuff that you kind of have to learn on your own, like structure and like anatomy and all that stuff. So sadly, you're gonna have to do that on your own. Cause I'm not sure how to describe anatomy, cause like a lot of times it's just like, oh, do what feels right, or like use models, or like reference other people. And it's like that basically what I'm gonna say won't really help in terms of like learning anatomy. I need to take a drink of my coffee. So like, yeah. There are a lot of good videos out there though that will help with anatomy, so like don't feel discouraged. I'm sorry. Now okay, segue from drama stuff. I'm probably the reason why I've said let's talk about color and not actually colors, because I really do want to. I wanted to design the persona on my stream, because I don't know what to do. Anatomy is one of the reasons. No, no. I mean, yeah, true. I feel no, actually. But like, also, this has a trace feature. So like a lot of things you can just trace or like use this. Oh, I pressed one with a pen. That's what I do with my model. Is that I just used one of the things because I was too lazy for a hand. But I may actually just do a hand. And also, again, there's a feature right here that says clear white, meaning it removes all white colors. So if you get a picture that's like all white with the main thing you want, like line art, you can always clear the white out of it and just it will leave with just the line art. So if you ever want to like need to like get something, that's a good tool. Oh yeah, I'm using one of the chibi models. Yeah. Yes. I need to look at. Real quick, I'm gonna look at this because I haven't actually looked at like the models thing. These would be helpful. So I'm also kind of looking because I don't want to do a hand, but like I may have to do a hand. What time is it? It doesn't tell me time. Increase 3. I'm gonna take a quick break in a second, and then like I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta use the bathroom, and I also have to give one of the dogs her pills, and then let the other one out. So like yeah. I'll be back. Please don't go anywhere, because you guys are gonna help me design. Yeah, you should finish the chibi. You need to finish it. If you don't, I will sue you. I will sue the living pants off you. I will sue. I am gonna be that Karen. But yeah, I'll be back. Don't go anywhere because you're gonna help me design, or like help me like talk about designing a V2 model, or at least designing a character. I'll switch devices then. Okay. No, don't switch. No, I'm trying to. Watch out, she'll sue. Yes, I'm Karen. It's not Maddox Heza. It's Cad X Heza for Karen. Anyway, I'll be back. I'll be a second. Don't go anywhere. Prepare for like design tips for models like mine and like VTubing and all that stuff. So, because I really want to talk about it. Okay. I pressed the wrong layer. Okay, I'm back. Bye. Welcome. Okay. Okay, straight into it. Oh. Because I do a lot of design. Hello. Okay, sorry. My coffee is working a little too well now. Oh my Jesus. What do I do? A minute. Sorry, I'm like trying to fix my thing so my phone doesn't keep falling over. So it doesn't keep falling over. Okay, I switched devices. Okay. Hopefully that's a good thing. Okay, now this is back on. Okay, I'm probably not gonna add color because like I'm nervous that like YouTube will like kill me if I add color because like, oh my god, naked person, bald. But yeah, this is the close-up so far. This one I plan to do something different because unlike mine where like the whole thing is like very defined, I'm probably gonna make this one so that the nose isn't as defined and only is defined when I turn my when it turns its head. Cause we love a good like nose bump reveal. Where the frick is the? There we go. Nope, wrong layer. What? How? I am on that layer. You're not. Oh, that's why. It's that. I was sad. Sleep deprived. This music is now bringing me bad memories. Oh, why is that? What happened? This music is bringing back memories. Why? Why my music bringing back bad memories? Why? Why must it do that? I promise this music is my own. If it reminds you of something, I'm sorry. Whoop. Ooh, I almost dropped my thing. But yes. What was I? Oh yeah. So, just talk about VTuber design stuff real quick. Like, one of the main things I learned is that all the most famous, or at least the most like visually appealing VTubers, have been VTubers who are not symmetrical. I may be symmetrical, but I'm okay with that. But most of the most well-known VTubers, all their designs are not symmetrical. Like their posing is not symmetrical. Even if they're standing just normally, all theirs is not symmetrical. Not symmetrical. Basically, the only thing that can really be symmetrical is the neck, shoulders, face, chest, and generally like things that you wouldn't see being like like cut in half. Fantasy Freddy's RP off had Fantasy Freddy ripoff had music like this. They were traumatizing. Oh, okay. I'm still drawing too. Yay, we're trying together. Also these kind of apply to like Danganronpa sprites. So like if you're curious, yes. But yeah, all the best designs and looks are characters and poses that are not symmetrical. Most of the thing that is symmetrical, this applies to most art, is like if they're facing forward, the face, unless you don't want it to, and anything that we wouldn't see being particularly asymmetrical, like the torso and shoulders, like those things you can't really be symmetrical unless they're like posing with like their hand on their side, like on their hip. Then like of course the shoulder's gonna be higher than the other, or like if they're turning, then yeah. But when they're facing straight forward and just kind of relaxed, usually it's symmetrical. I got some in my eyeball. I'm changing the position of things. I'm sorry. It's acting difficult. It was good until it wasn't. Okay, looks like it works. Yeah. My eye is nasty. Oh my god, the hair is in my eye. It's attacking my eyeball. Yes. As you can tell, I use the trace things for the hands because I'm lazy. And I haven't done anything for the shoes, and I really haven't worked on a full design. All I have is really the hair. Oh my god, something actually like truly is in my eye. Okay, I think I got it. Is the hair the idea for earrings and possibly like a giant scarf that covers the chest? I know that I want her to look like she's like, basically, the idea isn't just like good dreams. She also is like the goddess of like a peaceful death, like basically those who die in their sleep. She's the one who does that, or is in charge of that specific scenario. So like she's not really like all like not cute, but like she's not all soft, if that makes sense. Like she has soft bits, like she's gonna be like kind of sleep inspired, like she's gonna have like pillow and like shape things and sleepy things, but like overall she's very much not like bound to like sleep. She's or just sleep. She's also like death, basically. Person in charge of a specific kind of death. And yes, I know I'm morbid, but like I really like concepts where it's like it takes something very sweet or like very like calming and then makes it not calming. Her eyes are hourglass shaped, obviously, and because like her whole thing is sand and time as well. She doesn't like control time. She just kind of like how sleep passes the time. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing it because I was like, oh yeah, this is nice. Sand things. Hourglass. Anyway, I just want to know, should I add a skirt or pants or a dress? I don't know. Like, I'm leaning towards like a weird looking skirt, but like, I don't know. I want something here. Do a different layer. Let me add a folder. So now at this point, I'm just kind of like going with the flow. What if you added a rope or something? A rope? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? A rope? Like, why a rope? Like a translucent rope or difficult. A translucent rope? Like in what context? Also, people wear robes to sleep, I think. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna write this down, actually. Let me turn this off. Robes. Sleep. Masks. I'm trying to think what else people wear to sleep. Pillows. Blankets. What else? Pillows, blankets. Probably, wait a minute. Desert. I didn't spell that right, but that's okay. Artists don't need to spell unless they need to spell. Sand, obviously. Her hair's meant to be like kind of like sand-like. That's why it's all rounded. Dead trees. This one I had already thought in the buns. The bows that are holding them are meant to look like the dead trees. Teddy bears, yes. Oh, and that fits with the buns. The bun look. Like a normal, like a basically a brown bear. I don't think there's any desert bears. One minute, let me look at that real quick. Let me look that up. Hold on. I'm nervous because sometimes there's like things that are like in the desert that are named something but are completely different. Oh. Brown bear. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, never mind. The brown bear is just a desert bear. Wow. Wow, a lot of things are just falling on our lap. A desert bear just so happens to be like a normal brown bear. Yes. Or a black bear. I mean, it says it's mostly the grizzly bears. But they said they can be black bears too. So, that just so happened to fall on our laps. Okay. Okay, we're rolling with a bear theme. Okay, we're going with bears. Not the gay kind. Okay, maybe a little gay, but like, you know what I mean. I do want to give her like cool nails though, like very like you know those nails that are like really crazy, where like they have like pieces and all stuff all over them, like that. I'm gonna give her those nails. So I got like lip skin. It's annoying me. I know that because he said robes. I'm not quite feeling a robe. I mean, I am feeling like a jacket. A jacket robe. But like, I kind of want to be off the shoulders, but I don't want to be basic. Because I don't want her check. The reason, because basically, this is like a what if version. Like, it's like basically a model for me, but not. So the chest is a little smaller because like I've recently grown to not hate my chest, but like uncomfortable with a large chest. So like I'm like not too big, not too big, not too large. So like I'm trying not to do anything like that, like that emphasizes the chest too much. It doesn't like cover it. I'm just gonna look up references. I'm gonna use Niji Sanji because I really like Niji Sanji designs more than like Hololive. Because like Niji Sanji just has this look, this like shine to it. Like not like a corporate shine, but like this shine to it that looks like someone put like a nice gloss of varnish over everything. So like and specifically designs by Lamb, the one who did Vox's design. And if you don't know who Vox is a demon VTuber with a very like reds and all that stuff, red, white, and black, and yellow as his design, with his design palette, and he's very handsome. And so is his voice. His voice is also very handsome. So like I'm trying to evoke that like shine. Hello, welcome back. We're talking about VTuber designs. And also again, he's one of those people who has like an asymmetrical design. He has his arms crossed in his base VTube model. But I don't want that because I want to be like doing something different. Okay, bear. Do we want to be kind of basic and have like a teddy? Oh man, I'm gonna look up another EN VTuber. Niji Sanji VTube model. Niji Sanji EN VTube model, because I really like the EN branches. They're really good with so far with. Check out my spit. Very good with designs. Some of them, like the old ones, are a little not wonky, but like a little much. But like they're not. None of these designs are bad. Like none of these designs are bad. It's astonishing. It's amazing. I had this idea for a VTuber design for a while, but it's a joke idea because I want it to be an office guy. There actually is there's like staff VTubers where like there's a person in the staff that like just has a VTube model or a character that's like supposed to be just a boring staff guy. He's like brown hair, a blue button up with a thing that just with a necklace that's just a staff with like normal pants and a basically just like an office worker. So like, don't worry, you could. It's a thing. It's a thing. You can do it. Do it. Do it. I dare you. I forgot her name and I'm trying to look her up. Cause she has a doll. And I want to invoke that. But like, because a lot of these VTubers are like just so big, it's hard to like go through them and then be like, oh yeah, this is their like. It's hard to go through the images and find them specifically because there's just so much fan art. Niji EN doll. I know she's supposed to be a doll VTuber. Like her whole thing. Oh, well, there's this, so like it could lead me down a road. Just look for ones with a specific person in it all the time. Sorry, I'm trying my best to look for. Oh, Jesus. Ah, no, it's only showing all of them at once. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I know you want to show me her. Show me. I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here looking. Oh, here she is. Thank God. Maria. Her name's Maria. I'm gonna look it up right now. Maria. Maria. Yeah, her bunny doll is like a purse almost. I don't want that. I don't want a purse. I don't want a purse doll thing going on. Just because I don't know, it doesn't fit the vibe. Maybe kind of like a very like.
I'm just not sure. What do I do?
Okay, we got these down. So maybe like a robe inspired look where it's like, you know, kind of like crossed like this and then like it's being held. I do want that like pillow jacket look though. I've seen around. Sorry, now I'm just like drawing. Like just going straight for it. It's not meant to be symmetrical. I'll make it more symmetrical when it's like done. And then like instead of like a pillow texture, it's the texture of like the cracked lands. You know there's like that cracked floor look in the desert, like that. Every looks so cute. Thank you. Yeah, it is so cute. It is so cute. She's a little doll. She's a doll. The color scheme, yes, but a mixture of like pink, white, and purple. Yes. It's stunting.
It's stunting.
That's like her like little corset thing. I like how like all the Niji, the newer EN group, like all of them like has some form of like almost like corset thing going on. They like, I get their whole thing is like, oh, we're going to the same school, but like they actually look like they look so different, but not too different. Like they all look like they do go to the same school. Like I know it's the jacket that's like tying everything together, but it's like literally tied together. Like it's all like looks so good. Like it all looks so good, so good, so good. But they all look so different. Yet you can like there's like elements that are in all their designs that's the same, and it's like just so good. It's so good. I can't deal right now. I'm literally falling apart and dying. Okay, robe. I want it to be a little scary because like, you know, death is scary and so can sleep because, you know, sometimes it's just like, yeah. So I want it to be kind of like not like a little intimidating, but like not too much. So let me round out the edges. Because like her whole thing is that her outline is very soft, but like a lot of her things inside it is very like sharp. And yes, I'm giving puffy sleeves again because I love puffy sleeves. They just give very good shapes to like an overall design. She almost looks like a, what's the words? 80s inspired, like a, yeah. Let me erase this because we don't need the texture. We don't need the texture. I'm probably gonna ask Titan Twins for like a color scheme help because like I'm really bad at picking colors. I mean I'm okay at picking colors, but like I always go for like red, white, black, and all that stuff. So like I'm trying to like branch out of that, but also because this character looks so good with the red. Oh my god! But I have to pull myself back and get like, you know, red as like an accent color rather than the main color again. Again, this character is like it's like not me, but it's like kind of me. Like it's a, I'm not rebranding or anything, but like it's like a, what would I want to do for myself if I were to have like a rebrand, basically. Sorry, now I'm just like trying to give like shape without it, like basically make it look crazy without making it look bad. Have you ever tried cooler colors online? Oh yeah. I do have the color generator where like it's basically if I take a scene, it like picks out the colors in a scene, because there's always like a certain vibe to certain scenes, like layouts I like. So I usually use that, but I have not tried coolers. Let me look it up. Hold on, my thing turned off. Coolers. And I'm just gonna finish doing that first. Polar. That's gonna be her over jacket, but like it's supposed to give it like a really interesting shape. Like the robe idea without being the robe idea. I do like the robe idea, it's just that it's a little too on. Like basically I'm trying to make her look like she's like high fashion without making it look like she's basically taking the pieces and spinning them into something less sleepy, but like also very sleepy. Actually, you know what? There's this look on done by Rose that I like. Well, first let me look up coolers. I just smacked the mic. I'm so sorry. I just smacked you across the face. I am so sorry. Are you okay? I smacked you a little bit. I'm sorry. Give a little kiss. A little kissy. A little apology. Good kisses. No, I don't care about what they're talking about. Give me a little info thing that is like, oh, this is what the site's for. It's like, I know what the site's for. Looks good. Thank you. Fine, I'll accept the cookies. Okay, let's go. Hi, but wait, hit the spacebar to generate color palette. Okay. Next. Okay. Fire petition, warm saturation. Oh, okay. Got it. I'm putting saturation up a bit, brightness. Do a little bit of brightness. Temperature, let's go for the warmer tones. No. Oh, that's for pro. How do I save these? No, I'm gonna keep pressing. I'm sorry, now I'm looking at the thing. Okay, I like how I just pressed it a bunch of times. I'm like, ugh, I'm not happy with this. And I just... Like I was like, oh my god, I was just about to be like, I'm not particularly happy with these. And then immediately I landed on one that I kind of really like. Okay, 1 minute. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back. The way it takes a while to find a good one. If there's a color that you like, you can lock it. It won't disappear. Yeah, I know. I don't need to be tied down by one color. Or whether it be kind of like I know the palette I want, because like there's like images that I already like, and I like to see like where the color like ties into itself. So I use like this like color pick thingy, where like basically you upload a picture that you like, and then it picks out. It's not always accurate, but it tries to pick out colors that are like in the image, and then shows you the palette. Again, it's not always perfect. Sometimes you just gotta mess with it a little bit, or like take it to like your app and then like color pick it yourself. But yeah, it just gives me an example of like what I like in a picture. In a picture. Ah ha ha ha. But I will be using the site more. I saved it, one of the palettes, because I do like the idea of like a blue with like orange and all that stuff, but like with like a little bit, basically just like Egyptian colors without it being like super like Egyptian inspired. Because like, well, even though she's like supposed to be like a deserty look, I want it to be like a deserty like American look, if that makes sense. Without like, because like there's always that deserty Egyptian look, but like I'm kind of, not that I'm tired of it or that it's bad or anything. It's just I'd rather do something a little different in that area and make it more so like she's just a desert goddess and not an Egyptian goddess. That's like kind of with the times now. you know what I mean. And again, those who do have an Egyptian kind of like ish look, no, there's no fault in that. There's absolutely no fault in liking that. I just rather not go for that in this design, this specific design. It just feels a little on the nose. Do I want that? No, I can do a bear. I'm trying to do like a bear-ish lock. Not lock, but like. Here's me with another like leather belt piece. At this point, I'm just kind of doing something random. I do like the corset look, that corset under, like only like not emphasizes the chest, but like shapes it. So I'm just gonna do that. Give her like a button up. Because like desert explorer kind of idea. Just like a button up and just kind of adventure-y clothes. Though I do want to look at this, just be like sleep mask. So I'm trying to think. Sorry, I'm like, my brain just kind of going. Trying to think of what's being shown, what isn't being shown, just kind of like how it look. This looks pretty okay. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be perfect, but like, trying to get the idea down. She ain't got no lore, so like, I don't know. Skirt, pants, shorts. Skirt, pants, shorts. Skirt, pants. It's crazy because like I always design characters with, I like designing characters with pants, I like the pants look, but I almost never wear pants. Like, almost never. Only on, like, days when, like, I know I haven't, like, shaved and I don't want to put on leggings. Then I wear pants, but usually I wear pants or a skirt. Or shorts or a skirt, so it's like... I mean, technically my model is wearing shorts. It's just, like, cut in half. If I gave her, like, an asymmetrical skirt thing going on. Like, multiple, like, stacked thing. Stacked skirt. Gives like a lot of like extra texture. But like, is that too much? Is that too much? Is that a lot? Is it a lot? I think it's okay. No, go back. Go back, you Not gonna say it. I need to cut. I need to cut. My cursing. Hi, Blue, hi. I was just talking about your art a bit ago. I'm basically, cause like I'm done with the commission and I really want to work on this, so I'm just designing a semi fantasy rebrand. It's like I'm not rebranding or anything, but I have like a design I really want to do for myself that I'm probably never gonna do. Like I'm never gonna have the model, but like I want to keep it for myself just in case. Just hoping to steal some ref for my new comm now. You're done. Yep. Oh, ref for that one comm now that you're done. Yeah. Oh, it should be posted. Wait. Yes, fantasy rebrand. I'm not rebranding. I'm just like thinking of like a more put together idea. So yes, basically I'm doing like a sleepy demon-ish kind of look, doing that like whole like thing where it's like, you know, the cross-hatched inner thing. I don't know what this is called, but like instead of it being cross-hatched, probably gonna be like cracks from the crack designs. Crack. Okay, get Wolf, I guess. Yep. I don't think you used that right, but like close enough. It's adding a lot of texture, trying to give her like a deserty, adventure-y look, while also looking fairly high fashion. Also, know what I learned? A lot of this like design stuff is also dependent on the art style, because you can have a very beautiful design, but if the style is very bland or like very like a very like certain design that doesn't quite fit, it won't look good. Like how a lot of like Fox's design, his design is really good, but also it relies a lot on the art style of the artist as well. Where like if you were to see it in a different style, it probably wouldn't be as popular. Again, not talking down or talking smack, being like, oh my god, it's just that. No, it's true. That's just how it be. It just be the art style. Like things look better in certain art styles, or like literally they fit better in certain art styles. I'm trying to make her symmetrical without being too symmetrical. Yes. Yeah, just like very like sand hourglass look. So she's like a desert grizzly bear with some like sleep bits to her. Though I don't want to give her like a straight up plushie, because she's not like that kind of like design where like you can give her a plushie, really. She's very much like an older woman. So like a plushie look would not be the best. The outfit looks good. Thank you. I'm just trying to think. Because I'm trying to make it like a whole lot without making like too much. Trying to figure out where like the chest area is versus the like arm area. She's such a freaking hoe. I love it. That's what this is giving. Remember that? Yeah, remember that. Maybe a lace design here? No, I think a lace design is a little much. More belts. Pockets? Question mark? Pockets? Really like how you did the wrinkles. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and also she's gonna be cell shaded instead of like my like more detailed shading like this. I plan to have her more cell shaded so that it's not like, how do I say this? Basically, I like the way I shade things. It's just it's kind of hard, and I feel like I want to do something a little easier, a little easier, and work on that. Work on designing stuff that's like less like that. Oh, I just saw a tweet. Thanks. For some reason, Twitter hit it from the main page, but it's me. Yep. Yeah, it's in my media. It's in my media. Yes, it's there. It is there. Also, if you're ever curious how I do art or coloring, it's in the thing, or at least my new way of coloring now. It's in the earlier part of the videos, or this video. I just talked about how I colored it. What should I do for the lower part? Also, I just realized she kind of has like an hourglass shape, like her with her jacket going outwards like here, and then her going inwards and then going back outwards. Man, I keep doing things by accident. Damn, Twitter is shady as fuck. Yeah. So I'd do that. That's okay though. It happens. Especially with like mine stuff for some reason, like it never really shows. Like I remember one of my splash arts like just going off, like everyone was liking it. I was like, oh my god. And then recently, for no reason, it's only been getting like 20 likes, which is a lot for Twitter still, and I'm very grateful for all the likes I get. It's just comparatively, for some reason, it's been like way less out of nowhere. Which, you know, oh well. As long as people are seeing it, it's okay for it to be basically like shadow banned. It's okay. Yes. But yeah, like very much bear looks without being like too bear-like. I'm trying to think what else. She's gonna have really like specific looking nails, like really like detailed nail looks. So like probably not gonna be able to see them too often, but like since like because of these assets now, the hand assets, I can focus more so on like the designing of the hand rather than like, I really do want to give her like a phone though. I hate Ibis Paint. It's a subscription thing now, so like, it's that stinky, but oh well, it'd just be like that. Or I could just look up how to do it. Like give her like a little phone, like she's very much like a city girl. Like, oh my god, let's go to the mall. Oh my god, let's do this. I'm a mess, but that's okay. Which I love. I do like that, like kind of like a ditzy feeling. Oh, hold on. I have a thing going on. Hold on. Wait. I'll be back. Okay, sorry. I walked in and then I realized I was starting to stream. And I was like, oh wait, I forget phone. uh, 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 Didn't step. Go back. There you go. Okay. It's gonna load in a second.
And thank you for welcoming me. Hi. I'm back.
There is what's the word? There is the inspiration behind this though. Like to be clear, is I have to look them up again. Is the look from Blackpink, Lisa's from her Pink Venom video, or not her Pink, but Blackpink's Pink Venom video. Lisa's hair with like this like cut up skirt and like the deserty vibe. But the hair inspiration I'm trying to take from Kobaru. Hold on. Her name's just Kobu. Kobo Konaru. That's what Konaru. Kobu Konaru. Not Kobaru. She has like ocean hair. Like her hair's like water. And so like I was like, oh my god, I should do sand hair. I want to do like a sand look. And also because I was listening to an ASMR video where it was like cutting your hair, but your hair is sand. And I'm like, wait a second. And like it was just giving me ideas like what would someone look like with sand with like this hair, because she also has other videos of like people with like different kinds of hair, like ping pong for hair or like coins for hair. And I'm just like, what? And then I saw sand for hair and I was like, what would that look like? And I started like thinking, and then basically that's how this character came up. And then plus Blackpink's video, I was like, oh my god, inspiration. Also, it won't be cross-hatched. It'd be like it'll be a different texture. And yes, I am obsessed with like large, what's it called? Large neck pieces. I don't know. It's just something I really like. I was gonna do a bandana where it's like a then like that. I mean, I can, but I feel like the outfit's already very busy. Because I plan to do, like, jewelry and all that stuff. And also I want her to have, like, other things around. Unless... Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because, like, right now it looks pretty good. Of course, my liner makes it look extra busy. It may not be that busy, but, like, yeah. I'm gonna give her little pockets. Her pockets are shaped like little sand things. Makes it a little hard to get things out, but it's like most of the time they're sticking out already, so it's like, okay. No, I'll make them normal. I'm trying to think what to add. I know I want a chain here, though. Give her a little chain. Oh, wait, actually, no, I can do. I can just straight up, just get a thing.
I get a thing. Get a whole ass thing.
There's like chain textures. Not that one. I don't like that one. Or this one. This is good. Actually, make it white. No, make it black again. I'm also doing things for shape right now, so like. Yeah, let's give her chains. I love chains. I love chains, Chains are such a beautiful piece of jewelry. Like, I don't know, they're so simple, yet so like edgy. They have your like little balls at the end. Here. I don't know, just to be like weird. Like shape. She kind of looks like a spider, not gonna lie. Like with these and those, plus like the whole like outwardly, like one of those like flat open spiders. Like where their like back part is like open and like, yeah. It's funny because I do like I hate spiders. I have a huge phobia of spiders, and like one thing about me is that like, but I really like certain types of spiders. Like I really like the way certain spiders look and the meaning behind them. But I cannot look at them, so I never am able to like design a character after them. So it freaking sucks that I can't do that. I have to do either from memory or like have someone go in and then make references for me, or I will literally like fall apart. I will cry. There's this when I went to school, there was there's a photography club, and right on the plastered thing to get when you go in is this giant picture of a spider, and it's like face super close up and all stuff, and I was like, and I had to walk through like past that every day, and I would stare at it and freak me out, and I'm just like, why would you do this? Why would you do this? Why can't you just have it in the back somewhere, or like, I don't know, to the side maybe? I don't know, just not in front of everyone, not in front of the kids. Really? Right in front of my salad? That's a dead meme. That's a dead meme. But yeah. Make it pointed, actually. I don't know, I feel like the unpointed bit makes it look a little weird. Like, even weirder. Now what to do for the legs? Should I add leggings? I like the idea of leggings. Let me just... Like, she has, like, leggings, but, like, nets over the leggings. Wait, no, she has, like, full-on leggings, but with nets over them. A minute. Turn down the opacity, and... Oh. Sorry, now I'm focusing too hard. The shoes are gonna be covered anyway by something, so like, it's okay. And then a minute. And the whole like, work. You know, the shiny thigh thing. Then plus nets. Nope, go back. Go to black. Make it black. Oh, what am I doing? Just... Should I give her heels or like boots? That's what I'm trying to think. Heels and boots, or just I still need to give her pockets. Let me just add it in real quick. She still needs pockets. And possibly like a sack on the side that just has like, it's supposed to be the sand. Boot heels. Yes. I like how I didn't think of that. I like how it just flew over my head. Like, boots or heels? I can have both boots and heels. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. Her little thing of sand. She can just take it from her hair, but like she likes to have a little sack because it looks a little like, just likes to have it already done instead of having to pull it out. It's like cutting a piece of herself off, so like she'd rather just have a little bag of it. Yes. Doug is barking, so I'm probably gonna bring her in a second. It's getting to that time of day where like I'm getting really busy. So boot heels. I don't know how to do boots. Hold on, I'm gonna look up some boots. Ah, no. I pressed the thing. So boot heels. I'm gonna do desert boot heels. Actually, you know what? There's these oh whoa. Like there's like these platform boots actually that looks pretty good. Hold on. Sorry, I'm like downloading it. It's like a form of leather boots. Are there any other pictures from like? Okay, there's a side view, but where's the front view? Also, guys, it's okay to trace something if it's like a picture, as long as it's not like copyrighted or like a full-on like saying like, oh yeah, I didn't use anything for reference and or trace. Because one thing tracing a whole thing, like a whole piece or like a whole look at something versus like sorry, I'm looking at it. It's not the right angle. Versus like drawing a whole piece or like using like specific looks. Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay, hold on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, basically what I learned from art, it's okay to trace as long as it's not like a whole piece, if that makes sense. Like you're not tracing somewhat like the main part of the works. Like let's say you want to get a pose right, and it's like a standing pose, like it's just a basic standing pose. It's okay to somewhat trace, but don't try to keep it as the way it is, if that makes sense. Like basically like my model, I used my own model, like a different like little thing that was like standing straight, and like I basically traced a bit of it, but it felt so stiff to me. Then I, edited it to where now the arms bent, like basically like changed the arm posing and slightly changed the fingers, and basically just changed it to become something else that wasn't that pose. And the same applies to like pieces of clothing, because like clothing doesn't really have like a copyright over it, really, because not only is it hard to like copyright clothes, but like also because certain designs aren't technically original. Like the design for boots in this case, because I'm probably just gonna straight up trace the boots, because like shoes are hard. Clothes like that, it's okay to like trace and or like use heavy reference, because people are seen in those shoes before. It's like a company suing someone because they are in a picture with those shoes. If something's copyrighted, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, yes. Or like I get copyrighted because I'm wearing a hat that's like just the shape of like a basic hat. That's funny. This the site I'm using has my dead name. Like no. Hold on. Sorry, I'm like going through Discord and all stuff to like drop myself the reference image of the boot, because it like fits perfectly. And it's like too good to not use. I'm probably not gonna use some of it, or at least not all of it, but like some of the shit is cool. Hold on, sorry. I have to close the thingy.
I have to close it. Hold on, let me close it.
Where are you? That is not it. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. Because, like, my Discord is very personal. Or at least the things on my Discord. Hiccups. Wow, this looks so weird. Let me turn this back on, because I downloaded it. Like, this looks so weird. It's like, oh, there's, like... It's crazy I went from not knowing what to do and then going to this. I feel like I should add something else. Or, like, actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna... What else is here? Pillows, rope. I kind of want to replace rope with chain, sleep mask. Yes. Goes from nothing, or nothing to something. Man. Sand, dead trees for the hair pieces. And then teddy bear. Instead of a straight up teddy bear, it's like these. But yeah, I like Niji Sanji's. Okay, so this is the image. Let's just... So this is what I usually do to, like, take it out. Is I grayscale it. Oh, no, no. No, grayscale. Grayscale! There. And I cut it out. Oh. I like erase anything that's like not what that I don't want to be shown. Just to, like, help me focus. And then I change it up a bit, because this is what it looks like without anyone wearing it. It looks very thin. So you gotta thicken it up in the front a little bit. And, like, mess with it to, like, change the perspective. Because, like, shoes are something that, like, you can't really, like... What's the word? Like, shoes are shoes. That's what I'm trying to say. Shoes are shoes. You can't really do anything specific with shoes unless it's, like, super interesting. So basically, I'm just taking the general shape of this, and I'm going to take ideas and change them into my own, so it's not, like, straight up this shoe. And then clear white. So I can actually see it. Yeah, I knew. I was like, oh, this shoe looks a little big. I'm going to double it so it's like a little darker. I'm going to look for like another version. What if you had a big heel hit by transparent full of sand? Yes, that would be so... You're right, yes. Or no, how about this whole thing right here? Like, this whole chunk is like... Or besides these, like, little blocks, the rest is, like, transparent in sand. Yes. That will be a little hard to do, because, like... let's just say it's, like... I'll just say, transparent stuff is really hard. So, like... Yes... Well, actually, yeah, a transparent heel would actually be better. Is it gonna be a thick heel though? Because you have to remember that this is like it's supposed to be like desert gearish look, like something you'd wear in the desert. So that's why I chose a boot, like a full, like rather than a boot heel. Now that, because like if you're in the desert, you know, it's harder to traverse it. I mean, it's harder to traverse anything like this, but like you can like take off the jacket and it's just like a very, you know, and from what I've seen of gear, a lot of people wear a lot of button ups. A lot of people wear like. Basically what this is, of course, like, that's, like, fashion stuff. A lot of it is not, like, crazy. But I feel like heels are, like, the one thing that everyone agrees is not good for the sand. I mean, my heels aren't good for anywhere, though. Like, my tooth heels. So, like, yeah. I have to change the, I'm just gonna use it. Oh! I deleted something. Pardon me. Go back to this, see if it has like any like slightly different angles rather than like fully to the side. Like basically not facing straight forward, but like slight to the side. Nope, wrong. None of these are in the right angle. Yeah, these are in the right angle. Oh wait, let me copy the because I do love these freaking shoes. So I'm just gonna, yeah, lots of the shoes that I'm seeing in the references, a lot of the shoes for like desert wear is very flat. A lot of them are very flat. Or like have a wide heel or a wide sole. No, not a sole. A sole is inside. A wide bottom bit that's nearly flat because like you need like stability. So like I can make a heel, but it's gonna have like a little under bit that's like shaped like this, where it's like the heel. Oh, where it's like the heel, you know, shoe heel, and like it's gonna have a wide heel, but only just a wide heel. But this I'm gonna have this connected right here, so it's like a. So it's like that. Yeah. Sand. It's gonna cut off right here. Or no, it's gonna cut off right here. Is it sand moves? Okay, sorry, I'm seeing like more of these shoes and I'm just kind of like looking through them. Just remove all this. Remove all this. Remove all of her. This design is making it so tempting. So fucking tempting to give myself a rebrand, but I don't want to. It's very tempting. I will not, but it's tempting. Cause like her thing is still like bones and gore, but like compared to mine, it's not as like intense. Like she's meant to be kind of like death and bone inspired as well. Like I was gonna have like more bone related stuff, but like I don't know. But she was definitely gonna have like more blood looks. Not straight up blood stains like mine, but like little implied like bits of like red and all that stuff to give it like a little bit of an edge, but also like a deathy kind of like I will kill you kind of look. I will end you if you get mad. She has no like real weapons though. Like she has what does she have? She has like of course her sand and like her sand hair and all stuff. But like she doesn't have like a weapon per se. She's basically like a very like intense and edgy defense person, like a shield. Like she's like Gara. Her hair can like absorb things, but it can't like cut things. Like she can suffocate and like basically block people and push them around, but she can't like slice anything or anything like that. And then these shoes have like different angles. They're like they have like their angle that I want is like too far for like what I really want. So like unless I want one of my feet to like go back a little bit, then like I like how this is just most of just me is like sitting here. I'm moving the screen a little bit so you guys don't get bored. So like at least you got something moving. But I really don't like these anymore. I mean, I like them. It's just that I like the idea of them being at the end, but I just don't know what to put there, if that makes sense. I don't want to put straight up hourglasses or clocks because like that would imply she is literally a time person, and like has to do with time. But it's not really like literal. Like she's not like a time god. It's supposed to be like, you know, your clock's ticking, you're gonna die someday kind of deal, rather than like a straight up like time person. I feel like too many clocks will like result in that. Also, the reason I'm probably gonna give her some red for like the thread of like red threads and all stuff for like, you know, the string of fate and such. I also may give her like her own like pattern somewhere, like you know how like Gucci and all that stuff, like high designer stuff has like a specific design like pattern. I'm probably gonna give her that, and probably gonna be my my pattern. I'm low-key thinking of like redesigning myself though. Like still this, but like slightly different. Cause like I cannot stop. I can't stop. And now there's not even. Why did they not have any other angles for these shoes? I know they cost a crap ton, but Jesus Christ. Is something? I feel like it's pushed a little too far out. Sorry, I'm still looking. Like, I get they're expensive, but it's like no one's wearing these shoes. Can somebody please wear these shoes? I like them too much. I don't want to like have to like make a fake angle. It's gonna look a little wonky if I do that. Not for now. I'm just gonna trace this. I do like the little pouch thing here. I may keep something like that, but not make it a pouch, but make it like a little designer thing. Like, I don't know, like a bear or something. Then like a little on the nose, you know? Ba, 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 ba. So yeah, let's trace her. Let's trace her. Okay, I'm gonna change this because like it goes like this. But I kind of want it to be like kind of like a give it a different shape. Oh, on a completely different layer. Okay, 1 minute. I'm gonna take a second, bring the dog back in because she's been out for a bit and hopefully she's used the restroom. Wait. I'm going to bed. Y'all have a nice night, day, whatever time it is for you guys. Yee, good night. Rest well. We'll say you later. And I may actually end stream after, like, I do this shoe. Because, like, I have a lot of stuff. Because it's getting to that point of the afternoon where, like, I have to do a bunch of shit, so. Yee, I will. You have a nice sleep. Good night. Rest well. Sorry. Good night. I'll be back. Hold on. I'll be back. My cat is annoying me because like she keeps screaming at me like she hasn't eaten. She's like, I want to eat something. And I'm like, I gave you literally 3 different plates of food. You ate one of them. You didn't eat the other one, so I put it away. And I gave you it back, and you still didn't want it, even though you said you wanted it. So, I just don't get cats. They're booties. They're little booty house. Can't stand it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad it's looking good. It's just, oh god. It's just annoying. Okay, sorry, now I'm sitting in silence 'cause I'm just trying to focus. Tracing things takes a lot of, like, mental work. Sound like there's, like, 2 levels here where it's, like... I'm treating the size at least a little bit so that it's not, like, all, like, it's not all referenced specifically from this, at least a little bit. So it looks a little bit like teethuses. Except instead of sharp teeth, it's like somewhat like rounded teeth. And don't make the insides rounded too. Like gums. But of course it won't be like literally teeth like my shoes. Like teeth inspired. Cause you can never have too many teeth. I mean, you can, but like, you know what I mean. Ooh, stepped. Okay. No, these I'm gonna do with like specific looking brushes. Okay, and then I'm drawing this line so that I can just generally see where like the tip of the shoe is. Oh, where the tip of the shoe is. Where the feet will go. So that's not like just a guess game of like, oh, where is the feet? Where is the feet? Trying to come up with like a random design. Oh. A minute, actually, I'm just gonna keep it like that. And of course I'm gonna add the zigzags. But instead of, well, I'm gonna add like a little more rimming, like a thicker rimming at the end right here. There, yeah. So that matches the bottom a little bit more. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. I know my other shoes had straps on them, but like, I don't know if I want to keep the strap idea. Like, 'cause I know it's like, it looks good, but it's like also like laces look good too. But I don't really like doing laces at the same time. Get off here. So I'm just trying to think of what I should do here. I think I get the idea. Okay, I'm just gonna flip it because I'm lazy. Well, at least we know it won't go this far, so that's good. Ah! Click white, then change it to black. I should add like just some like lines just to show that it's like, oh, these are laces. Oh. Yeah. I do like the lace look. It has that little bit of like extra detailing that's like not very like. It's not that's not common. It's just that it's like very interesting to have like little bits of like detailing like that where like you can see some of the seaming on some things. I think I'm gonna turn this up all the way. I'm gonna trade. I'll probably do that on my own time. But yeah, this is the general look of what I'm doing. I still need to give her like some like basically give her more like sleepwear. But like overall, she's pretty good. And get like the blanket. Like I'm trying to like give her like a sleepy-ish look. Like probably like bags under her eyes, like sexy bags. And like other like sleep symbols like stars and all stuff. Just to make you sleepy, like lambs. Anyway, I think that will this be it for today. Because I've been traveling for a bit. It's getting to the busy point of the day, and I need to just kind of focus on that. So, this window room. Thank you. Oh, damn. She was having her effect on me already. I'm probably gonna post this just to show the update. Be like, oh yeah, I did this. But yeah. I'm adding some white so that some of the things are like covered on another layer. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming is what I try to say. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. And I had a good time. This is a very interesting stream since I never really did like modeling work before, and it's nice talking about a model. And like not really talking about Diamond. Not saying it's bad talking about Diamond, it's just a unique experience to be like talking about something else. You know? Anyway. Thank you for staying. I'm glad I was happy to just mess around. Sorry it was a mess, but you know that happens. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, night, or afternoon, or whatever time it is for you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be playing something, I think I'll be playing something. I'll be doing something tomorrow, is what you're saying. Around the same time, 12 to 5. And yeah. Okay, bye.